Because remember, I started off saying the gang members are actors. So if a gang member is by his gang members and he's around his friends and an environment where this role has to be played, what do you think going to happen? They're going to stay locked into that because they have to identify.
Be careful who you talk to, because you'll never know who the informant is, who the cooperating witness may be, and you never know somebody who was a friend today may have been flipped the night before and become your enemy tomorrow.
About humanity, putting truth in these lines while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray with y'all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is going to send you big.
And I don't mean just criminal from a European perspective. I mean that they are doing and thinking in ways that are just self-destructive, right? What do you think the child is going to do? More than likely, some come out of it unscathed. Those are rare. But the average child, if stealing and robbing is something that their loved ones do and then is transferred to them, they're going to see it as okay too. And so it's a part of that environment. Even if their parents don't push it, because I don't want to give that impression. My mother, who was knee-deep in crime, she didn't really want me to be involved in it. You feel me? And you have other parents who are in these deviant places, so to speak, but they try their best to get their children out. But the influences are too powerful. So getting back to the point is, activities is what I say. You have to find activities, constructive activities on a continuous basis where you bring the children and the teenagers out of the negative environment that they're feeding on and getting all of this negativity into an environment that's the totally opposite, and open them up to experiences that they haven't ever experienced, positive experiences. And that right there is one of the best places to start. Activities, positive activities, take them out that environment. Because remember, I started off saying the gang members are actors. So if a gang member is by his gang members and he's around his friends and an environment where this role has to be played, what do you think going to happen? They're going to stay locked into that because they have to identify. Remember, the youngsters, they don't want to be outcasts in their peer groups. So they're going to double down on but if you get them away
from the environment,
you get them away from the environment, you give them new positive experiences, fun experiences, joyous experiences, educational experiences, then, and it has to be done repeatedly. It has to become commonplace. Then you have a very good chance of getting them to start to, because it has to start with them. You can't force it on them. You cannot force it on them. I mean, you can attempt, the gang members can try to do that, but that's been tried before, and that's been proven very faulty.
Going back to your earlier part, you talked about growing up living in projects or in
Yeah, I've
impoverished
lived in
communities,
projects.
right?
And
Do you think that the gang serve as a substitute to the family and individuals, particularly in underprivileged neighborhoods?
Yes, and in privileged neighborhoods. Because remember, dysfunction is in the hood and it's in Hollywood. It's in Beverly Hills. Dysfunction is rampant across all stratum of society, right? So it's the equal punisher of people. Dysfunction punishes.
I think people don't understand that the toughest hood. You know what the toughest hood in the world is?
What is? You got to enlighten me.
Parenthood.
I like that.
That's the toughest hood in the world, man.
And see, I'm not a parent, but I've
Yeah.
done parenting things, and so
Yeah.
I can definitely relate to it.
Yeah.
I can
And
definitely
it's crazy,
relate to
man.
it.
Freedom is a road seldom traveled by the multitude.
Absolutely.
And that's where we at. There's no simple solutions, only intelligent choices.
I like that.
And that's where we at
Absolutely.
today.
Yes.
You know.
We have to make choices.
We have to make choices.
Well, I will say this though, brother Mel. Step, stages, and degrees. I use that a lot. That was something that we used in
Awesome.
prison a lot. But it's based in Quran too. Allah speaks about step, stages, and degrees. And so you're not going to be able to just come push some positive preaching and teaching on a group of people who are steeped in this culture and then expect them to, oh yeah, I'm finna change. Don't work that way.
Yeah,
You
because
have
they
to be
already
in
the
it-
information poor.
Yes.
And if you can't change their ideas or give them something, because you're trying to take something away, but what
Yeah.
are you replacing? it?
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. You got to remember now the gang culture is very much related to finances now too.
And it's sensitive, bro.
It's very much so.
Sensitive.
You feel me? And so if you look at a lot of the guys, now you always have these groups in the hood where they really broke all the time, right? But if you look at a lot of these brothers, they scammers, they jackers, they sell dope, they do whatever it takes. I've done it to get the money that they need to survive, to buy the clothes they want, to buy the cars they want, to go to the places that they want to go eat, to do all of the things that they want to do. And so when you come at them about the gang banging and that whole mentality, you have to, like you said, you have to replace that mentality with something positive, but you have to replace that hustle with something substantive that will put money in their pockets, food in their stomach, and take care of their children. Because remember, a lot of these children have children.
Message to the kids going out. What's your message to them?
Oh wow, I could speak on this all day.
Okay.
But one of the most powerful things that I think that I can repeat is that the gang style is not a lifestyle; it's a death style. We've been given the wrong information, and I got that. There's a documentary called "The Bastards of the Party." You familiar with that?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah,
I know the guy that put it together.
Yes, sir. And so
Cleveland.
yes, and so he and there's
Shout
a
out
part
to
in
my
there
guy,
where
bro.
he spoke about, I don't know if it was Kershawn Scott, Cody's brother, who originally made the quote, and I said, man, that's powerful. So the thing that I would tell the youth is that you have to love yourself. You have to love your family. And in order to love, you have to understand that love is an action word, right? And so I can't love myself if I'm doing things that's destructive to myself. That's
A lot of people don't understand
yes.
that love is an action word.
It's an action word.
It's an action word.
It's
You
an
got to
action
show
word.
action. You got to
exactly.
show it. It's
And but what goes with that, even as a gang member, I tell, and this is what I wanted to say earlier. I tell, when I was talking about the nation and Christian, whatever, I don't tell gang members, oh, you stop gang banging. What I tell, because they're not going to do that, and you can't make them do that. So what I tell them, Mel, is, and this is what I'm telling the youth who are already involved, change the game. Everybody needs clothes, shelter, and food. Everybody wants to be around people who love them and who truly care for them, even if they don't admit it. And in order to have that, you have to really understand that love is an action word. But it's not just an action word. Love shows up a certain way. So just because I ride for you because you got shot or whatever, that doesn't mean that I love you in the right way. You understand what I'm saying? I have to love you in a way where when I see you doing something that is going to cause harm to you ultimately, and especially if it's unnecessary, then I have to love you in a way that deters you from that. And you need to make sure that you have friends that think that way. And so I discourage any youngster from going down the road of gangbanging because it's really not what you think it is. And if you do happen to go down that road, you have to understand there's consequences that come to that. Mothers are going to be crying, and it may be your mother, right? Your brother, or you. And they need to really know the true reality of what this is. And if they still want to step into it, what I tell them is change the game. Just because death style has been the reality of gangbanging, it doesn't have to stay that way. Why can't you become property owners? Why can't you run all of the businesses that are in your neighborhood? You understand what I'm saying? Why can't you have schools that you run and control that teach your children what you know and understand that they really need to know in order to live a good life? You understand? To experience love, to experience happiness, and to experience real brotherhood and real sisterhood. This is what I tell to you. This is. I mean, I can go on and on, but those are the real main things that I want to get across to you. It's not what you think it is. I did 41 years in prison, and even though it wasn't directly involved with gangs, it was gang related. It's a sensitive thing. It's people that's still around, so I'm not going to go all off into it. But people were hurt. People were hurt who are still around. Their relatives are not. And so there's consequences that come with that, right? And I'm going to end with this. Do unto others as you wish them to do unto you.
Want for your brother what you want for yourself. With that being said, Professor Melly Mel, Crybaby Sal, Mujahid.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, my
Wa
king.
alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Lock the door.
Perfect grind all the time, baby.
Yeah, Cali Minders, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money, got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top, Diamond Cartier. That nigga Wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day.